Sorry?
Actually, there is echo in the voice, so if you
Yeah,
can,
you have an awful reverb, man. It's on Eric's voice
yeah,
only. You
that's
have an
right.
awful reverb.
It's okay. I'm in Dom's mic. I'm gonna mute myself and it's gonna be okay.
Okay, and anyone else is recording?
No, that's gonna leave you. I can't record it. I wanted to via Yugma, but since we have to
Hmm.
call via Skype, I can't record it. Derek's desktop recording doesn't catch voice over Skype, so you're the only one who can
All
do it
right.
right now.
Okay. Just I'm afraid if my internet breaks during this, but that's okay. Let's.
We'll see. Okay,
Yeah.
let's go. Dom?
And Dom, go slowly. This Yugma thing has awful lags. It takes some time before screens change.
That's correct.
Okay. So today I will be talking about Gantry framework. In this presentation, I will not talk about coding process or technical stuff. We will focus on basic knowledge and how to use templates. This is the agenda. At the beginning, I will talk what is a framework. Later, I will move to basic knowledge about Gantry framework and move to Gantry features. After that, I will tell you how to install the framework and template. Later, I will talk everything about template options. And at the end, I will sum this presentation. Generally, framework is a piece of software or application with the set of rules for the developer. It also contains most common and useful functions. So idea is that you are not creating the same parts of code over and over again, but you're taking framework and just changing the code or removing unnecessary parts. And the Gantry framework is provided with the blank templates, so the most work is already done. It speed up development time, and it works to say that this framework is created by the Rocket Team company. So why it's better to use framework in Joomla? At the bottom of this picture, you have standard situations. So you have, for example, Joomla 1.5 and template for this CMS. And the situation is the same for each Joomla version. But when we are using the Gantry, we have almost the same template, but the framework is changing. So we are coding only one template and changing it, and it works on the all CMS versions. There's also WordPress version, and probably it is also possible to convert template from Joomla to WordPress in a fast way. We didn't test it for now, but this is the feature of the Gantry framework too. And the most important features of this framework, it's created in 96 grid system. I will talk a little more about this later. And it has stunning administrator interface. And it's supporting iPhone and iPod Touch. It have advanced XML functions. We are able also to configure it for each menu item in the Joomla. I will talk about this also later in this presentation. Let's move to the next slide. We have also presets, so we are able to change the whole look of the template via one click. in fast way. In the blank template, we have 65 modular positions, and we have 36 possible layout combination for the main body and sidebars. Up to 3 sidebars, and also a lot more features built into the framework, like a font sizer or warning messages. The grid system. So our templates are divided into the 12 columns, and each module can take up to 1 to 12 columns. So we have many
Possibilities.
Yeah, for the width of the modules. So it can take 60, 140 pixels, and so on and so on. The stunning administrator interface. So on the left we have Joomla 1.5 version, and on the right we have Joomla 1.6 version. So in the 1.5 version we have accordion style. In 1.6 we have tabs. And the installation process. We can install Gantry in 2 ways. First one is the installation with template and framework files. We are doing it separately, so we are uploading the framework and later the template package. We have also a bundle package, so this zip file contains a template and all parts of Gantry framework, like plugin and component. And there is also the next extension. It's called RockNav menu, and when we install it, we are able to add drop-down menu to our template. Now I will start with the template options. So all features that are included into the Gantry templates. First one is per menu item control. So this function allows different template configuration for any subpage on your sites. So it means that, for example, you can change the look of the template on some subpage. On the next slide, I have video, so it will be easier to understand this. As you can see, this is the front page, and now it's loading the sub page on this site. We are going back to the home, and I'm going to template manager and to the cloud base administrator.
Dom, please go a little slower. This is really reloading slowly, and we can't actually see what you're doing.
This is the video.
Oh.
Okay, so I can do it in the browser if you want.
Yeah, let's do it in the browser.
Okay, so we have the home, the front page, and the sub page. Yeah. I'm going to the backend of the template. And now I'm going to the menu items, and we will change the setup for the sub-page item. For example, I will remove logo from this sub-page. Okay, and change the preset to orange one. Now I will apply changes. And when I go to the sub page, you can see that we have orange preset and the logo is not appearing here. So okay, so let's move to the next slide. The presets. So with this option, you can change the style of the template by clicking in the preset. I will come back to the browser again. And for example, if I choose some black preset, and apply changes, it will also be visible in the front page. Yeah. You should also know that when you change the preset, then it is automatically changing the all settings in the settings tab. For example, I will choose now preset 2, and you can see that all those options are changing. So preset is connected with settings tab.
Sorry, Yvonne told that on the Skype chat that she's already there. So Eric, please call her. Eric actually stepped out for a sec. He's got some call. I'll check if I can invite her to the conference. Okay. Nope, I can't.
Igor is going to call her.
Hi, Mom.
Hi.
Hi.
Hey, hello.
Hola.
Okay, so let's continue.
Okay.
The next part is about settings tab. In this place, you can control each template part separately. So we can change, for example, background color or headers color or fonts on the sides, things like that.
Yeah, I just want to mention here that it's not only like you have 16 colors to choose from. You can basically use the whole palette of colors, like literally millions of them, right?
Yeah. The next part is features tab. We have small scripts there linked to this tab. We have a logo, date, font size, or copyright elements. And we are adding special features to the templates when they are needed.
I got a question. How do you add a logo to a Gantry template? Because here you can only have on or off, right?
Yeah.
So how do you add the logo? Can you show us in the backend?
Yeah. Okay. You have to upload logo to the folder in Media Manager. You have to create a folder called logo. And upload the image with the name logo.png here.
Does it have to be .png or can it be JPG or something?
I didn't test it yet.
Okay.
Okay, so I will add this.
Oh, that's a great choice for a logo.
And I remember that I turned that off, so I have to turn it on in the Features tab. Yeah, we have custom logo.
Yeah, that's like the worst
LOL.
logo ever. Yeah, but thanks. Okay, let's move on.
So I would tell something more about each feature. The logo feature is we are loading just the logo. We can turn that on or off and select position for the logo. Now you know also how to upload custom logo. We have date feature, so we can turn that off and on and load to any position. And we can choose from the dropdown how it should look. And the client side date, it's based on the JavaScript, so it will work almost on every browser, but if someone have JavaScript turned off, then it will not work. So the safe option is to turn that off. The font sizer, so this feature allows you to change the font size on the site. Copyright feature, it's the simple text at the bottom of the site. You can also load it to the different position, but mostly it should be in the copyright position. Smart load. So when the page is page load, it's not loading the images, but it's waiting for the scroll of the website. So when you are going to the bottom of the website, images are loading only when they are in your area of the site. Two-top scroller, so this is the small button at the bottom of your site. So when you have a lot of text on your site and you are at the bottom of the site, you can click it and it will move you to the top of your website. System messages, so you can choose in what position system messages, Joomla system messages will be loaded. Reset settings, this function allows you to reset the font sizer options. So when the user will change the font size and he don't know how to change it back, he can use reset option. And the Google Analytics, you can enable it or not and paste UA code here, and it will automatically connect to the Google Analytics and start working. And equal height script, so for the modulus, you can, when you turn that on, then all modulus on the side will have the same width in the line. The next part
Dom,
is the
Dom,
menu tab.
Dom,
Yeah.
could you explain the reset settings one more time?
What settings?
Reset settings.
Okay. So this settings allows you to reset the font sizer setup. So when the user change the font size to smaller one or bigger one, then you can choose the reset settings options. So when the user click it, it's going back to the default setup of the font size.
Okay, fine.
And the next step is the menu. To use those options, you have to install RockNav menu extension first. And after that, you can use all those options. Now I will tell you something more about each item. The menu control. It's easy. You can just turn the menu on or off. And the type, we have the fusion menu or split menu. So the fusion menu is the drop-down menu. And I will show you how nice image. Okay, so the drop-down menu is our first item. It's the fusion menu. And the split menu is when you have first level menu on the top of your site, and the next levels of menu are placed in the sidebars. Okay.
Can
And
we select position of the submenus?
yes, when you choose the split menu from the drop down in the menu control, then it will add additional options under it with the position of the next levels.
Can you show us this in the backend?
Yes, I can. Okay, so I'm changing it to the split menu. And you have option here, submenu position. And to select a menu, you are just choosing the menu that will be loaded by the script. Position, this is the position for drop-down menu. And in the most cases, it's the navigation module position. We have option enable JavaScript. So with this option, we have various animations for the menus, and it looks better because we have more control on the layers loaded by the script. Opacity, so we can change the transparency of the submenu. Menu effect, so we can change the animations for the menu. Menu delay. This is the speed of the animation. Menu animation, we can choose various kinds of animations, and menu duration. So it's the time when you taking your cursor from the drop-down menu, and this is the time when the drop-down menu is hiding. So smaller. So if you change it to the bigger, then it will hide longer. The pill is the additional things loaded by JavaScript. It's not used by our templates. And we can center drop down and enable ID, so it's more for the developers. It is adding additional code to the drop down menu. The next step is the layouts
I have
tab.
a question here.
Yeah.
Moving back to the logo, can we place the logo in center or right side? Because I think in the demo you showed it on the left side. So
Yeah.
can we put it in the center? I'm sorry, I just couldn't notice that that we can change the position of the logo.
Yeah, we can do it.
So we need to have that module position, or is there another way to center it on the top, on the header?
No, you have to change the module position.
Can you give us an example?
Yes, but it will require the forcing module positions in Gantry framework, and I will be talking about this later.
Okay, sure. So do you mean that requires coding, or that requires something else?
No, it's just point and click.
Okay, got it. Okay, we can move ahead.
In the layout section, we can change the width of the modules in line. For example, in the top or in the all top modules, and I will show you how it's working. You are clicking on this circle and moving your mouse to the left or right and changing the width of the modules. You can also change the order of the content and sidebars. So this is the content, this gray area. You can move the content between two sidebars or move it to the right just by changing the position of this slider. Okay, so I will show you an example how to change some widths of the modules.
Man, this logo just cracks me up.
Yeah, I know. I'm just preparing area to show you how it's working. Okay, so we have two modules in the main top positions. This lorem ipsum and the second one. I'm going to Layouts tab, to the main top positions, and I will change the width of the first module to the very short, it will take 2 blocks, and the second module will take 10 blocks in the grid system. So I will refresh the site, and now you can see that the first module have very small width and the second one is very big. This is how the layouts tab is working. The next tab is iPhone and iPod settings. Those options allow you to control the look of the website on iOS devices. And you can change the view of this website on those devices. You can change the backgrounds and some colors.
Okay,
It's just
I'm sorry.
yeah.
Yeah, this settings would work specifically for iPhone or would work on any mobile browser.
Those settings are working only on with the iPhone and iPod, and I think that in the latest version of the Gantry they added also Android devices, but other devices will be not supported by those options.
So Android is being supported now.
Irfan, there's a lot of white noise in the background.
I don't know how to stop it.
I can barely hear you.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. The microphone on was on my head. Okay.
I'm afraid to ask where did you put it, but that's okay.
Okay, so my question was, now
Mhm.
Android is being supported. So are we supporting, like, had we already added it, or it would be in the next versions?
We have to test it, and probably it will work out of the box because the framework is controlling it.
All right, got it.
I will move to the next slide with the advanced features. The first option is the Gantry cache. We can, when we finish the development process, we can turn that on, so all options will be stored in the cache, and the template will work faster. Do not try to turn that on when you are working on the website, because you will have problems with refreshing the changes. We have also Gantry gzipper, so it will compress, for example, compress all your CSS files and merge into one file. It will do the same thing with the JavaScript files. So we will have less requests to the server and site will work faster. The input styling, uh, this is the JavaScript file that will change the style of the inputs, form inputs like the radio buttons or the checkboxes. It will show the more fancy style for those elements. And we have feature order, so...
I'm sorry, just a moment. Can you give a small example of input styling?
Okay, yeah.
That will help us understand better.
I will turn that off to show you how the inputs looks like in the default state. Okay, you have radio buttons here in the pole.
Mm-hmm.
This is the default state. And when I will turn that on, and refresh the site, now you can observe that the input style is better. Is it okay for you?
Okay, can you go back to the admin area?
Yeah.
So, okay, so how are we going to, like, in the exclusions, this text return content underscore vote and hash something? How are we going to identify that what text or what kind of coding should be placed here?
You have to take some class or IDs from code for those elements, right? Like checkbox or radio buttons, and add it here. So then those elements will not be replaced by custom view.
Okay, so first, the first parameter is the element name and the second is the class, or
The first one is the class and the second is ID. Those are the examples. All input elements with the class content vote and element with the ID something will not be changed by this option.
maybe I'm not sure if I understood it correctly. But maybe this is something to play with, like to experiment.
Yeah, maybe I will try to remove this change from the poll. Yeah.
Eric, I think I have to drop from the training for now. There's like 86 tickets, and we have MySQL down on demo 4 and demo 5. There's a
Okay,
lot
you
of
can
ticket
drop.
traffic that needs to be taken care of. Bye,
Okay, drop
guys.
the work. Bye.
Bye. Okay, so the e-commerce option have ID vote ID 3. We will add it to the backend.
Okay.
And save.
Actually, I see no difference.
Yeah, it's not working.
Okay.
Okay, maybe we should go to the next option.
Sure. All right.
Yeah, we have feature order, so we are changing the order of the scripts that are loaded by the framework. This is some advanced options. Maybe it will be useful for developers when they will want to change the order of the scripts. And on the next slide, we have then options, the rest of the options in advanced tab. We have very interesting options with the forcing position. For example, if we have two modules published in the main top position, then we can force the different amount of modules in this position. So I will show it on the example. Here in the main top position we have two modules, and we will use this advanced option to force three module positions. Two modules will be visible and one will be forced, so it will be empty space in this position. And now we can change the layouts options. We will choose the number 3 from the positions, and the A is the first module, B is our forced module, and C is the second module. Because we have this module is published in the main top A position, and this one is published in the main top C position, and we forced three module positions, so the forced module is placed in the main top B. And
Actually, I'm sorry,
now
but I'm a little bit lost here. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I forced yeah, it's not easy, but at the beginning I forced three positions in the main top.
Okay.
But
okay. When you say that you forced three positions, could you tell me what does it actually mean? Because maybe I'm not clear from this basic.
It would be possible if when I will save it and show you on the site.
Okay.
I will apply.
Apply.
April.
No, it's not April, Dominic. It's just not. It's apply. It's not apply or Apple or Apple. It's apply. I've been trying to teach him that for like half a year now. Still no result. I'm sorry for that. Jesus.
That's great.
It's a really simple word, though.
It's just a joke, I know it.
He can say apple. Apple is good.
After
Eric,
I learned
the bell.
Okay, so after refresh, you see two modules published by us and one forced position in the middle.
Okay, can you give a practical example of how this would be useful and when this can be used? Like, I'm not able to visualize that. How? What is the practical significance of this?
Okay, so we have the logo with the Eric. Let's move the logo to the header B position. Yeah. Now I'm going to force three module position for the header.
Okay, so it will help you center the logo.
Yes.
Okay, that makes sense.
And now we will change this layout for the header and apply changes. And the logo is in the middle.
Yeah, that was a good example actually.
And we are Now it's time for the summary of the presentation. What we learned today. I told you what is a framework, and especially what is Gantry framework. We know most important features in the Gantry templates, and we know now how to configure any Gantry-based template. And the summary, a sentence for today is that when you learn basic rules in Gantry-based templates, you are able to create advanced websites in short period of time. And I have also a few links for you. You can check them when I will send you presentation. And do you have any questions at the end?
Yeah, one last question. Just wanted to confirm that you mentioned that a template written on Gantry framework can be used on 1.5, 1.6, and 1.7 without making any changes in the template. Is that correct?
No,
Okay.
we are using the base template from Joomla 1.5, but we are changing about 5% of code and creating another package for the next Joomla version.
Okay,
But
so for every version it would
so-
be a different template, different version
yes,
of template.
but
Okay,
but
got it.
changes are there are no a lot of changes, so it's very fast way to deliver for development.
So the framework itself acts almost like a translation layer. So the template just has specific parts of the code which can be used in any in any Joomla version, right? It acts like a
Yes,
translation language.
yes, we are using the same code in the templates, but the framework is created in the way that it helps us use the same code in the template, but it's suitable to the Joomla version.
Gotcha.
Uh, uh, can you make sure that whatever we tried and didn't work today, we can have a separate session for that when you actually find a fix for it or when it actually works? Maybe a 10 or 15-minute session.
Sorry, can you repeat? I don't
Okay,
understand it.
so all right, a few of the things that didn't work today while we
Yeah.
were trying, can you make sure that you take one more session for that, for maybe around not more than 15 minutes, and give a demo for that part when it actually
Yeah,
works for you?
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's possible.
Yep. All right, thanks. So we can reschedule it. Maybe Eric can reschedule it and invite all of us to attend that.
Yeah, sure, of
Yeah,
course.
thanks.
I don't know when that will happen though.
Yeah, that's okay, but
yeah, the problem with those sessions is that, as I explained it a couple of times, basically support works over 24 hours, and it's really hard to schedule anything. And I believe that 8 a.m. EST is the most convenient time overall, I would say, because it's not too late for Irfan. It's like the middle of the day for us in Poland, and it's the early just before come to work in the States. I can't schedule it for 9 a.m., for example, because that's when most of the work starts. And clients calling us would basically get no response over the phones and so on and so forth.
Can Dan just record a video of these parts and just send us the video? Yeah, they heard me, I think. Can Dam just record a video of these parts
yeah, that's
that
what I
didn't
was
work
thinking.
today? And send us the video?
It would be a short video, I believe, and will not take much time.
Yeah, I think so. It shouldn't be a problem. Okay, do you guys have any other questions?
Okay, so can that be done by next week?
Yeah, that depends basically on how much work don't have.
Eric, if you are talking to the team, then I'm having hard time hearing you.
Yeah, I want to repeat. I just said that depends on how much work Dom has, because he's gonna have to start working on our client area again. And but I'll be sure to post a to do for him and keep you guys posted, so that this gets done and sent to everyone.
Yeah, actually, the reason I want to schedule it by next week is because since the session is new, everybody would be really interested in knowing it, and once it will, with the elapse of time, we'll lose the interest in learning what was done because we may tend to forget and get busy in the other things.
Yeah, sure. I'll talk to them to get it done as soon
Alright.
as we can.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, Irfan, when can you share this recording?
Yeah, of course. Today itself, I'll compile it and we'll upload it somewhere, or let's see what the
use
size of the video.
box.net.
Actually, I can't access it. I'm not sure why it's not loading for me. That's a big
Okay.
problem. So I'll
Then
see if I
just
can upload it to
FTP or
FTP.
something.
Yeah, I'll do that today itself.
Okay. Okay, guys. Thank you, Don, for the presentation. We learned a lot from this, and as he said, he'll be sending you a PDF of this presentation so that you get all the details on the whole summary, and you can go back to it whenever you want. Also, Irfan will make sure to share the video with us. Thank you for your time. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks. Bye.